Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a line trace interaction system. Let's not waste any time, let's get straight into it. So firstly, what you want to do is you want to go into your character folder, go to input, go to actions, and then right click, go to input, then input action. Make one of these just like I have here and just save it. I've called mine IA_interact. You can do the same or how you wish. Then go into your IMC default in the previous folder and then create a new mapping with this button here and then select your input action that you just made. So mine's interact, and then open up this little drop down here, or you don't have to, you can if you want, but I'm going to leave it closed now. And you can either select your input from here, or you can press this key and then just press what button you want it to be. So for me, I'm going to do E. Now you want to head over to an object you want to pick up. Oh, sorry, no, you want to go to your blueprints. So go content, blueprints, and then you want to right click and make a blueprint. But you don't want to do blueprint class, you want to just go down to blueprint, then blueprint interface. So I'll call mine BPI interaction interface, just like so. And then what we'll do is we want to actually head into the BPI we've just made. Now we're going to want a function. So for example, this one will just be interact. You can also do this with a drop system. I'm not going to do that for this episode because that's a bit more complicated. So then you want to add an output and you just want to call this actor. We'll just call it actor because it's not going to be it's not really going to be needed anywhere else. We're not going to want to call it anything specific because it can change. And we'll just save it and we'll make sure to set this to actor object reference. There you go. Now that is set up so you can actually close out of the BPI now, and you want to go over and get an object that you want to pick up. So for me, I've just done a default cube. It has some collision set up on it, so it overlaps everything but the line trace. It may be broken, I will be honest, but we'll get to that problem when we get to it. So once you've done that, you want to go into the class settings and go down to implemented interfaces. So then you'll add and you'll go BPI and then add the BPI you have just made. Now the reason we need that output on the interact is because we can now access it here. So firstly, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, for me, I'm just going to do a print string. So I'll just do print string and we'll just do hello for now because we don't actually need it, and then we'll just do self. We're just doing a print string to make sure it works. We don't need anything else, and there we go. Just get a reference to the self. You can just do it straight across if you don't want the print string. That is perfectly fine. Now that should be good to go. Now let's head into the first person character or third person character. So go content, first person or third person, blueprints, and then your first person or third person character. So firstly, you're going to want to get your IA_interact or whatever you named yours a minute ago, and you're going to want to open this up and go on started and just do branch. Now what you're also going to want to do is create a bool down here in variables. I'll delete mine and then remake it. I was doing this beforehand, but I messed up the recording, so I am remaking it. So is holding item question mark. There we go, that's what you want. So this is basically going to say, are we holding an item? Yes we are. Then we're gonna just make sure to set or we're gonna do it from the false. We don't want to hold an item when we're already holding one. Now just drag off of the branch and we're gonna get a line trace. This is essentially just a long laser that will detect anything in its path, and we have to set the range and the location. So grab your follow camera because this is where we're going to start it from. Like I said, first person will be better for this, and you may want a different system if you're using third person. But just get the world location of the follow camera so we know where to start it, and that's it for the start. That's all you need. Then drag off again from the follow camera and go to get forward vector. This will just get the forward vector of the character's camera, and then you just want to multiply. So now we're setting the distance. So for me, I'm just going to right click and go to integer, and I'm just going to set mine to 500. Then you want to add this to your world location. We need to make sure we do this because if not, it will be very buggy. You can test it without it, that is by all means, but I don't believe it will work. Now, once you've done this, this is your line trace set up. So when we press E, it's going to check, are we holding an item? When we're not, it will shoot this line trace for these conditions, or well, to these parameters. Now, we want to drag out of here and just make a quick little branch, and it will basically be return value. So are we hitting something? Yes or no. Now, drag out of the out hit, and break the hit result. And then you'll get all this data you can collect from your little thing you've hit. So now let's head over to the hit actor. So we'll go here and we'll just go does object implement interface. So this is what we did earlier, which we just made. So open up this select class and go BPI or whatever you called yours. Mine is interaction interface. So just do that, compile save, make sure you're saving every now and then. And then from the true here, you want to get another branch because we're now checking, okay, so we are hitting something. And now is what we've hit, does it implement the BPI interaction interface? If it does, then good. You've got it working so far. And then you just want to call the interact message. So there we go. And we'll drag that into the true, just like so. And then we're going to right click and we're actually going to promote this to variable so we can call it later. So held item. We'll just call it that. And that'll just get a reference to it. And now, so that is your interaction system done. You can either close the video or you can do what you want or add what you want. But if you want to do what I'm going to do, oh, ignore my friend sending me a voice message there. I do apologize. I'll reply to him in a second. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to go into held item and we're just going to, we're going to attach actor. Oh, I can't spell. Attach actor to component. So what we're doing now is we're going to set the ref to, or the target to the reference we have just made, the held item, or you can just drag it off here. You don't need to make a reference. I just like to keep it clean. And then what we're going to do is we're going to need to have a parent. So you can do this for like a socket, but I'm going to do it as a parent. So firstly, I'm going to go into the main thing here. And I'm just going to right click. Oh no, I'm going to click onto the mesh and then I'm going to add a static mesh. This will just get the location. You can do this any other way really, but I'm just personally going to do it this way. Grab it here, drag here, and just a bit over here. Just so we have a bit of space between the character. And then once you've done this, you can drag this onto parent. There you go. And then we're going to go here to the location, rotation, and scale rules. So the location, we're going to snap to target. Rotation, we're going to snap to target. And we're going to keep scale to relevant. So now once you've done here, you just want to quickly set the is holding item to true. There you go. That's all you got to do. And now if we go into our first person game, we should be able to, one second, let me add it in the cube. Just like so. And there you go. Look at that. Just like that, we now have our pickup system. Obviously, you may need to adjust it to your own liking for how it places. And if you want it in your hand or you want to add animations to it, just make sure, if you want to change that where it picks up, just make sure to change this type of stuff here. So when you attach it to like hand_R, so you can then do it just like that. But guys, that has been how to make a simple line trace system. It can get a bit more complex than this, so don't worry if you struggle to follow along. It can get harder, so it's fine if you don't know 100% what you're doing. It works, and that's what you need to know. So yeah, so that's how to make that. And if you guys found this video helpful, then make sure to drop a like, comment down below if it helped, and also you can check out my other series on how I'm making a game, but you guys get to design the mechanics, where we are making whatever you guys say. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I do appreciate it. If this helped you out, then I'm very happy. That was my goal. So guys, thank you, and I'll see you later.